future music studio build site.
So trying to save money back then and not buy the wire until we need it, I am paying for it now. I'd love your thoughts. Is there anything you think I'm missing? I've been taking on this house build project for the last 3 years, and it is not as straightforward as I thought it would be. Plans change, you get new ideas. It feels like it never ends.
And a tree fell?
So welcome to the video of the things in between. Just stuff everywhere. Get some of those needed tasks done outside of the build and figure out what the heck we're going to do with our future builds. There's a lot to do.
We've got so much overgrowth already. Looks like we need new seed here. Holy overgrowth. And a tree fell?
And time to deal with the tree now. I'm hoping there's no critters in here. I think they'll run once they hear the sound.
Of course, I want to get in the house, but honestly, when you don't take a few days here and there to just get everything back in order, everything else and yourself becomes so neglected. So yes, I want to be working on the home. Yes, I want to finish the mudding, but trying to manage everything else and keep everything in line is quite the necessity.
It's okay.
Plus, the beautiful thing is I love being able to switch things up. To get outside after working inside for months, bucking up a tree brings me so much joy.
It's almost June and I still don't have this set up yet. Time to make it look pretty. I really want to repaint this, but that's not a today task. I gotta finish the rest of this. I'm 90% sure that the deer killed this tree, and there's a little butterfly stuck in here. Poor thing. It's okay. Yep. There we go. Ooh, we even have some berries. While I had the chainsaw out yesterday, I forgot to deal with all of this brush, so I'm gonna do that today. And that's how you deal with a brush pile and turn it into firewood. It'll be great stuff to start the fire in the winter. And it's kind of nice and organized so you can grab it and move it into the wheelbarrow. You guys know this about me. Whether I'm working inside or working outside, I'm very grateful for my Reolink security system, who is the sponsor of this week's video and is celebrating their 16th anniversary, bringing you incredible deals to keep your home and property secure. Wait, they're the ones with no monthly fees? No monthly fees, no yearly fees. You just need to buy the camera. It's a one-stop shop purchase. Tell me your favorite part though. I love that whether we're away or I'm working here alone, both myself and my husband can check in on the property at any time. If he sees a vehicle come up, he can click on it, see what's going on, making sure that I'm safe. All on the Reolink app, so we can check all the different security cameras surrounding our property. Whether indoors, outdoors, Wi-Fi, or off-grid, Reolink has something for you. And they continue to upgrade their devices to improve image quality, smart detection, and night vision. The Altaz PT Ultra has 4K UHD resolution with a pan of 355 degrees and a 140-degree tilt for all-around coverage. By setting preset points, you can monitor priority areas with a single click of a button. The Altaz PT Ultra has up to 10 seconds of pre-recording so that you can capture the event fully. It has 4K Color X night vision, a 500-day battery, and 360-degree auto tracking. It can detect the difference between people, vehicles, and animals, and it informs you on the events that matter, cutting down on false alarms. You can choose to turn on sirens or spotlights at night as an extra deterrent. Of course, the camera is designed for easy installation. Right now I have mine on a tree, which is great for portability, or screw it into a wall or undermount it. Plus, you can set it up with a solar panel to minimize charging. Yeah, we do need that. I have never charged this camera because it gets so much sunlight. Head over to the link in my description and check out Reolink's 16th anniversary deals to keep your home and property safe and secure.
Once I was done with the brush, I noticed some old logs laying on the ground and decided to clean those up as well, get them bucked up and at least stacked and put to the side. I could wheelbarrow everything up to the top of the hill where the wood boiler is, but I'll share that in a bit.
Okay, it's looking so much more cleaned up for my daughter's play area after that tree and all that brush fell. I'm gonna try my best to take this trampoline down. I don't know if I'll be able to. The bugs are pretty bad, but today is a good day for it because it's windy and they don't land on you as well with the wind. Okay, I think I'll be able to do it. Having a hard time getting this one out because this is where the tree fell. There we go. Yay. There we go. Before I set up our new trampoline, I do want to take down the tree that, the top came off and smashed our first trampoline. It's leaning this way. It's not leaning towards the wetlands, which is great because it is dead. So there's not going to be much of a hinge wood there to control it coming down. I'm going to start with my notch. And I'm gonna try to miss these two baby trees, but I don't want it landing where the trampoline is going to be. Honestly, kind of right on that brush pile. It's where I wanted it, kind of. It's like a little over than where I wanted it to be, but it's still pretty good and it didn't hit anything. But I do have to clean it up a little bit more because it is in the trampoline area. Tree is down, chopped up. I need another day to get everything back in order, clean the logs up, and then get the trampoline back up and into place. Oh, perfect. Hi. Hello. These are strawberries. Hello. There's just so much stuff everywhere. Like all of these loose ends, all the trees, scrap pile of metal, scrap pile of drywall, just stuff everywhere. I just want to try and get us a little bit more organized. First things first, the regular dump. It's often just so busy in the build that you forget to take care of regular life crap, and then it piles up. So we've got cardboard, plastics, and just regular household garbage. Okay, first one done.
I know. This does not look good. The large pieces that I'm throwing away right now were damaged, like the one spot on my cathedral ceiling, and everything else is under 2-foot chunks or smaller cutoffs that couldn't be used in our house. And yes, I posted them online. I got rid of some stuff for free, but unfortunately there's not much I could do with all of this junk drywall, and it really sucks that all of this is going to the dump. And I still even have some stuff inside left over just in case I need it. This pile was always intended for the dump, but it did sit out for a little bit too long. It's looking a little funky, and I'm just so happy to be getting rid of it.
I am quite impressed. Most of the green board looks kind of unscathed from the mold because it's been outside for like a month. This is what most of the white board looks like.
I truly hate showing all of this, showing the realness of building a home. I just gotta remind myself, it is a build site. We are getting there. And a big cleanup like this, it feels so good.
I thought this had wheels. Oh, it does. They just don't work well on gravel. I realized how happy this little garden makes me feel at the front of our trailer. And since we're going to be living in here the entire summer, I thought I should throw a few more grow bags up here. And I really need to get the rest of my garden planted. I think I actually do want to try a cucumber up here. And then maybe put a little trellis against the trailer. We'll probably take up the whole pot and eventually die out because there won't be enough room for the roots. But we'll try to get a little bit out of it. That'll be such a pretty trellis once it's actually covered. Get some compost out. I've been missing this for so long. It opens one of the windows in the trailer. And some ash from the wood boiler. I cannot get over how crazy wetland weeds are. They're everywhere. And they grow up in my grow bags like no other place I've ever been. I'm gonna move these grow bags over to my little chicken wire fenced area just because it gets better water over by the wetlands. It's a really great low spot there, and the ground obviously is absorbing all the water from the wetlands, which is then in return watering my grow bags without having to do anything. And I noticed last year those guys fared rather well, whereas these ones didn't. They're not as close to the water source.
One of my biggest reasons for wanting to sell our last property that was only 1/10 of an acre in order to get more land was because I wanted to have these massive gardens. And what's so ironic is I've not been able to pour any time and energy into my gardens the last 4 years. My old garden was stunning, magnificent. It grew so well just in our small backyard that was originally a parking lot. I know I'm gonna get there, but even if it's just for 1 more year, where I'm growing from grow bags and hoping for the best, it'll definitely bring me joy after a long day.
And dump time. A lot of you get really upset about how our dump operates, and I wish I had another option. We have to like bring our construction waste to one spot, and you can't go anywhere else. You have to go to your designated dump. So this is what you're seeing is out of my hands. I recycle as much as I can, but there's only so much you can do with drywall scraps and drywall mud throw off. All right, I am back. So this week you've seen me cut 2 trees up, and I haven't moved them anywhere. I haven't brought them up in my wheelbarrow to where the wood boiler is. And there's so much space to put wood up here. I do have one big issue though. I need to rent an excavator, and I need to trench from the house to the shed to bring in power to the shed. And the reason why we're running electricity to the shed is because this is where we're actually going to store our batteries for the electric backup system. At the same time, I do want to make it solar proof so that if we eventually decide to have a backup solar system, that it can all be stored in here, which of course means it needs to be heated. And I also want to take the time to trench all the way to where Cam's bunkie is going to be. Actually, let me show you. Don't mind the mess. There's so much to do. I just went to the dump, but there's more. There's more. This is so fun. We're going to build Cam a music studio. I'm really annoyed with myself because this trenching could have and should have been done when we were bringing in the electricity line, because underneath me right now runs our main electrical line. It runs 1,200 feet through our forest, creating a really nice walking trail, which I love. The issue is I can't dig this back up and put a new line underneath it. So trying to save money back then and not buy the wire until we need it, I am paying for it now. I, at the very minimum, should have run Big O with a rope in it. So this is Cam's music studio build site. I've already cleared the trees. There's a giant piece of bedrock right here, which is really interesting. I might even build a little bit further back here. And because it's pretty much right on bedrock all throughout, it's probably going to be a different foundation type than I've ever done. We're very excited for the future builds on my property, and I do wish I planned a lot better for this, because our beautiful wood boiler can heat both the shed and the future music studio. I also want to trench a line that runs to the shed and to the music studio. The goal is to have the wood sheds here. They can only be 160 square feet, so we're probably going to have 2 side by side and beside the shed here. And I think I'm going to trench back in behind the wood boiler, don't mind the mess, over to the shed and through the bush over to where the music studio is going to be. That being said, I don't have anywhere over here that I want to store the wood because I need to get an excavator in. So right now I'm just dealing with bucking trees in place, maybe splitting them in place and then eventually moving them. I truly don't know what to do. I need to get on this. So if I'm going to do all that trenching, I need to figure out if I want to rent the excavator for a week and get a bunch of stuff done, which there is a lot to get done, or if I just want to rent it for a few days or pay my one friend to maybe just trench it for me and backfill. If I'm going to rent it for the week, I want to do some other things. I have this giant pile of rocks and logs here, and I think I should basically make a roadway that goes down here on this side of the well, so that if we ever need trucks to bring in whatever, or if we have excavators or a tractor or whatever it is, we can use this as a little bit of a roadway to get further down onto our property. Nothing crazy. We just need some form of path, which means I'm going to have to take the 2 cedars down. Plus, I should probably take this dead hemlock down as well. And then I should plan for electricity for like a future chicken coop. And there's honestly so much. It's a little overwhelming. And so I think I do just need to bite the bullet, rent the excavator for a week one more time, get as much done as I possibly can, and then maybe next year rent a skid steer, top fill our gravel, get all of the garden stuff done with the skid steer, and fingers crossed be done with the heavy machine rentals for this property. And I probably should have trenched some sort of big O-line for my east trough as well. It truly just feels like the land development never ends, but I really regret not spending the money back then to make everything a little bit more future-proof. But it's truly so hard building on a budget and not knowing what you're going to need in the future. I didn't know we were going to have battery banks that were going to have to be stored in the shed. I didn't think we were going to do any sort of solar. So I'd love your thoughts. Is there anything you think I'm missing? Potentially even trenching something to a future greenhouse. Like, I don't know if we're going to do a greenhouse. Should I heat my greenhouse with the wood boiler? That'd be kind of cool. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for being here and watching all of the days in between. And I cannot wait for the future builds. And I will see you next week.